Hey guys, welcome back. Another big balloon that a lot of kids ask, no matter what their age, no matter what the event is, eventually it's going to dwindle down to somebody wanting swords. Swords are always a big part of balloon artistry. There are actually several different versions of swords, and I'm going to show you all the different ones for you. First one I'm going to show you is the basic sword. So I'm just going to grab a random color. The basic sword consists of one balloon. There are two versions of it. I'm going to show you the one that most people usually make. Here we're going to fill up the balloon pretty much all the way until there's about 1.5 inches. Give it a little burp. Start off with an ear twist at the nozzle. Then we're going to make a loop twist. It's going to be a pretty decent size. So here we have our ear. It's about a 1.5 to a 2-inch loop here. Give it a little squeeze too while you're going. Now that we have that done, so it looks like this, I'm going to take the rest of the balloon, squeeze the air all the way to the end, well, as much as I can. I'm going to fold it into the loop. So I'm going to open up the loop and push the balloon through. And here we have a basic sword. This is usually your pirate sword that a lot of balloon artists will make. It's a pretty easy balloon, but it just takes one kid to go ahead, pull this all the way through, or pull this out. And then they're back in line and playing another balloon. The good thing about this balloon is that it is stable. So no matter how much they go ahead and whip it around, it's going to stay in its generic shape. So that's the first one. The second one is also a 1-inch sword. No, it's a 1 balloon sword. So I'm going to take another balloon. Doesn't matter what color. And I'm going to fill it up, leaving about 3 inches to 2.5 inches at the end. Give it a burp. Give it a little squeeze. Alright, we're going to start off with a 2.5-inch bubble. And then we're going to make 3 little loops. So there's going to be 1, like so. Squeeze as you go. 2. And then the final one. You can do this with 2 loops, but it won't be stable. It'll be faster, but it won't be good. Straighten out your loops. Push the rest of the air up. And there we have another little sword. Again, it's a single tone. If you only had the 2 loops, then this one would basically fall out as you go ahead and swing into each other. That's why, I say if people want to do that, put 3 in. It doesn't hurt. It makes it a little bit neater. And, people won't confuse it with some other shape. Yeah. Plus, it won't fall out. Because mostly when there's 2 loops, this will basically come down. And it's not fun. So another easy sword. Right there. Now, the third one is my favorite sword. I like it because it takes 2 balloons. So therefore, a lot of kids will be like, oh, I want a sword with this color and this color. And if you don't know how to make this one, you're kind of stuck with saying, well, you can only have 1 color. And then you have a sad little Timmy. So this one, I'm going to start off with a brown. It's going to be my hilt. I'm going to leave about a 5-inch at the end. I'm going to start off with 3 ear twists. So do the first. Do the second. This is where a little practice comes into play. And do your third. Make sure you're interlocking them as you go. So therefore, you have 3 at the bottom, and then the rest of the balloon here. Now here, we're going to bring it up to about 2.5 inches. Single twist. And I'm going to do about 1 inch to 1.5 inch bubble here. Curve it around. And bring it back in. So it's got a little bit of a beak look to it. Same way to the other side. And that will usually end your first color. So you'll have the 2 little beaks sticking out, and then you got your 3-ear twist at the bottom. Next, we're going to take our next color, which I usually use for silver, unless, they ask for something else. Silver or gray. This is going to work as your blade. So go ahead, fill it up, not too much. Usually leave about 4 inches at the bottom, 3-4 inches. Straighten it out, that's a big thing. Now we're going to use a nozzle as the end of our sword. So I'm just going to give myself maybe 2 inches of bubble to work with at the end here. Attach your sword blade to the hilt, right where we made our 2 beaks. Alright, now here we're going to actually make 2 ear twists, one on each side of the beaks. And what this will do is it'll balance out the sword so that it's stable. Okay, so now we have the ear twist on this side, in between the beaks, and an ear twist on this side. We have a little bit of extra balloon here. Here we're just going to make single bubbles until it comes down to our triple ear twist at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. So therefore you'll have 4 bubbles. Bring it into the ear twist. And I will explain why I did that. I made these bubbles here just so that when the kid is tired of holding it on with his hand, he can easily slip his hand through and the balloon stays on without him having to hold it. So some kids actually like to hold on to the bubbles themselves, but to each is their own. I also put it in between the ear twist here so that they won't come undone. So now we have our 2-tone sword. Let me just bring it to the side. Pretty big compared to the other ones. Let me go ahead. So you can see a little bit of a size difference. So this is one you would probably give to an older kid, and this is one you would give to a smaller kid, just so that when they fight, it's a little bit more in the favor of the younger one. So these are 3 easy swords. Actually, I really enjoy doing this one. I do have another sword too, but I'm going to save that till a little bit later because it's one of my favorite ones to do. It's kind of nostalgic, but that'll be a later one. So guys, thank you for watching. Actually, here you go, Squirtle. I'm going to arm you. Ouch. There you go. Squirtle now has a sword. He's officially a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Yay! He evolved. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Hearts to you all. Alright, have a great one.